Come thrifting with me. This is part 3 of a long trip to the thrift store. I found some awesome stuff though. Great trip worth seeing. So here we go. When we left off, I bought apparently a bunch of trays and a bunch of containers because I am a container girl. It's the easiest thing for me to rationalize. They keep having plastic grapes, but I have never seen glass grapes. I've been keeping my eye out for acrylics, but these glass ones were pretty cool, but of course I passed. These little Scotty containers were cute. What do we think that they are? I would have said like a gravy boat, but there were 3 of them. And this was a pretty cute little unit. They weren't together. They were being sold separately, which the piece of wood was honestly so heavy you wouldn't have to put them together, but it was pretty cute. That would be really cute for somebody that had a small little round table in their kitchen. I absolutely loved these globes. I can picture them in an entryway, like the gold chains that are 2 different levels. I think that that would just be so cute. And I thought the price was fantastic as well. I just don't have any use for them. Although just sitting like that, it would be kind of cute decoratively. They kind of look like pumpkins. I have been looking for a blanket or quilt holder like this. It's just a little too 90s for me, so the search continues. Same with this, it's just a little bit of a heavier piece, and I'm still looking for an end table. Back at the vintage corner, she set this out, and I think it's a magazine rack someone had made out of a vintage washboard. Super cute. Again, cottage girlies, that would be up your alley. And see, it says floss. I don't know what else to call it. I just read the sign, and so that's what I've been calling it. Still on the lookout for some sewing scissors, and they do have pin cushions now. They didn't have those last time I came, but I was a little surprised at the price, to be honest. So I did pass, and I was unable to find any scissors. It's giving Kraft macaroni and cheese, yeah? It's giving Easy Mac. Moving back to the craft patterns, I did take a look to see if they had added any new stitchery kits. They had a lot more stencils and patterns that you could transfer, but a lot of you guys said that it probably wouldn't work very well with Aida cloth, so I'm going to avoid that for now. They did have a 90s pattern that was new, just not really up my alley. Then I found a really new pattern. It looks like it came from like Hobby Lobby. I swear it said, "Homie, you are so delicious." Still, when I look at it, it still looks like Homie. But it was counted cross stitch with no pattern, and I am not at that level yet. Also, who would I give that to? I guess just like my husband would be the only one, right? Moving on, I saw these glasses. I like the color of them, and 90s are coming back, so I was like, I'll give it a go. Why not? I'll try it. They're trendy right now. And immediately, no. I felt like it looked like Neo from The Matrix. I can't even show you guys. So embarrassing. Anyway, I did see this little magnet in the picture frame area, and I wanted to make sure I could switch out the photo, and I could, and so perfect. There wasn't a price, but they said 50 cents. And another cottagecore frame. I feel like I'm seeing more today than I've ever seen here. And Getty's pictures were just a time, right? I have a lot of feelings about it, guys. This little Art Deco mat was adorable, and now I'm thinking I probably should have grabbed it. I moved on to the baskets. As I mentioned in my first video, I am looking for a basket to hold all of our dog and cat toys. It has to be shallow though, because we have small animals that can't reach over very well. I absolutely love this basket, and that picnic basket is still here. Can you believe that? But anyway, I think decoratively, this basket would be so cute standing up behind items on a counter or on a shelf. It would be really cute to bring items all together visually, but I just didn't think either of them would really work for the pet toy thing. That's really what I was trying to focus on. So moving on past the baskets, I did see this little spoon hanger. I feel like there's a lot of versatility there, so I thought on it. I did really like these bangles. They look kind of like they're more of an Eastern vibe to me. I particularly liked the maroonish brown one, and it fit. I just don't dress up like that very often. And then grabbing a bracelet, I thought you could hang bracelets on here because there are sets of 2, so you could hang this and it could be really cute. But I just decided I didn't know where I would hang it, so I tried to walk away. They did have newer rings. I like costume jewelry. Both of these rings were so cute and not tarnished or gross or green, and I debated them, but one was $6 and one was $4. I feel like those are like Target jewelry prices, maybe a little bit cheaper, but I did end up getting this $4 one just because it's simple but gold, and it's probably shouldn't have gotten it, but I did. I thought this little box was cute for giving gifts, and when I opened it, it actually is 2 best friend trinkets, and my daughter has a trinket shelf, and she's a gift giver too. I knew she would love to give that to her friend, so I grabbed it. And hey, KV, I have never actually seen one of these. You show them all the time, but I've never seen one at my thrift store, so today was a first. There was no charm inside though, bummer. And $5, I was a little surprised at the price. There was this bag of assorted cards, all sorts of occasions, and so I was interested, but for $10 I had to pass. These blank cards, however, would be perfect for our May Day baskets, and so I made sure to grab those. And they were only $1. I also grabbed this bag because it is my nephew's graduation colors. And such a cute vintage card, but of course it was a get well soon. As a reminder, always check out your postcards. They're so cheap, 25 cents here, 10 cents at other stores, and sometimes they can be really cute to frame. This one just had a little bit more pink on it than I wanted, so I passed. And what a cute vintage card this one was. I just don't have anyone to give it to. And before I checked out, I looked at the vintage corner one more time because she was setting out more stuff, and I had to look and see what this was all about. It was a vintage tablecloth and vintage cloth napkins. It's just crazy to me. Someone probably got that for their wedding and then just never used it. Did Kevin McAllister teach us nothing with his rollerblade story? Anyway, I ended up spending $58.84. $30 of that was the sewing box. Not bad.